Welcome to Jake's Savvy Moment, where you can get tips and ideas on how you can improve your and your horse's development. Roll the tape. Today on Jake's Savvy Moment, we're going to be looking at some trailer loading, and not so specifically just about the trailer. I want to share with you some concepts and ideas that we're going to use when playing with obstacles. We're not going to really get into a whole lot the specifics about squeeze game and looking specifically at the 7 games. I more want to focus on the concepts of some lines and awareness pieces when playing with a horse with obstacles. So what we've done to help illustrate these lines is I've got these cones down here. And so from this side, we have the confidence cone, we have our spank cone, we have our try cone, and then our fear cone. And these are going to illustrate lines that exist for the horse, where behind the confidence cone, they're in their confidence zone. Outside of it, they are trying. Okay? We're going to measure the length of the horse from their nose on their try behind their tail, and that's where our spank cone's going to go. That way, if their nose is on their try line where they have made a try, an effort, we're not going to physically be spanking them. That makes it a fair game. The fear line is on the other side of the try line, and this is just to help you remember that if you ask a trying horse to try and you push them past their try line, you're going to scare them. This is the fear line. So we're going to be really conscious of that. We're going to look at the idea of using one send from behind the confidence line, and what does that mean to our horse? Where they land, that's their try. There's no right or wrong, it just is, there's their try line. Now, once they've made an effort and say the try line was right here next to the trailer, and we send them away to go again, if they don't at least reach that line, I'm not going to allow them rest and relief. Okay, I'm going to immediately send them away behind their confidence line to try again and see if we can't get an effort. And then as they creep forward and make a little more effort each time, these cones are going to slide a little bit closer till maybe we're heading in the trailer. I've got baby Denver here to help me today, and I have done nothing with him today yet other than brush him so he looks pretty for you. This is hopefully going to give us a clean look at giving him some attempts at the trailer, and hopefully he doesn't just get right on. So we're going to get Denver ready, and we're going to start looking at where our lines are going to be placed for him today. Okay, so now we've got Denver in position. He showed me where his confidence line is by creeping up here and deciding to chew on my confidence cone. I think that means he's confident. So from there, I'm gonna lead, lift my stick, swing my stick, and then touch him 3 times in effort to have one send. Those are the 4 phases of my send to cause him to make an effort and see where's his try line when it comes to this trailer. Okay, again, we haven't done anything with him, so I'm hoping he doesn't go right up in there, and we can see about going through this process of approach and retreat until he pushes his try line all the way in the trailer and makes an effort to then stay in there instead of running into his fear line and coming screaming out backwards, which a lot of times happens with horses. Okay, so I've got a feel on my rope. I'm gonna lead, I'm gonna lift, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. And that's his try. There's the question, was that good? And I'm just gonna rub him and say yes. Okay, come here, good effort. That's good effort. Okay, so now we know his try line is right up here with his nose on the trailer. So the try line gonna go right here. The fear line is gonna go right next to that. We're gonna measure the length of this little horse and his spank line is going to go right about here, so that if he's standing like that and I'm spanking on this line, it's not going to touch him. Okay? It doesn't mean it can't cause him discomfort and or encouragement. So we want to call that the spank or encouragement line. We're looking at encouraging him to try. Okay? But we don't want to make this about physical pressure to get in there. So now I'm going to send him out here past this confidence line. Now we're going to ask him again. Lead, lift, swing. I'm going to spank on my spank line. 1, 2, 3 times. See how he goes. That's trying real hard. I tried so hard I'm pooped. We're going to leave him alone because his try line moved forward. He put his nose up in there. From here on out, if he makes a bigger effort than what he did, I'm not going to go through my 1, 2, 3. The only reason I did that was for you to be able to see the line and see how I'm going to play this game. Okay? But if he makes a bigger effort than he did last time, I'm not going to go through my 1, 2, 3. So therefore, he doesn't feel pressure when he's already moved his try line forward. That's what caused us to get that little bit of rebound, is then he kind of pushed past it because the spank was still happening. He's a sensitive horse. We've done lots of groundwork with him. He understands pressure. Therefore, we're really just focusing on his confidence and having him draw that confidence line and try further and further all the time. This is how we cause our horses curiosity to draw them into the trailer instead of making it about the stick and the rope. So now I'm just going to play. I have no idea how long this is going to take with him. And if we get going, I'm just going to up the speed of the tape so you can see the whole process in fast forward, and I'll share with you how long that really was. So let's play trailer loading with Denver. I'm going to scooch this try line up. It's now going into the trailer. Just inside the door there. His fear line is going just the same. We've got 2 shots running. Hi, other camera. That way you can also see up inside the trailer where we zoom in there, and you can then see where those other lines are. Okay, so now let's play some trailer loading. Out behind our confidence line. This has got to move up about to here because it's measured by the distance of that try line. Now here we go. We're going to lead. A 3. Now, here's something that happens a lot of times. Their butt goes away and they don't get straight. So you need to be prepared to change your game from a send to just a driving game on the nose. Until they get straight. There. And you drive the nose till that's the same as his mind thinks about the trailer. That way we make sure our send starts to be a gas pedal, that 1, 2, 3. But the lead needed to start as getting his mind on the trailer. So now if I'm just spanking 3 times, it's not going to add the gas pedal to his idea of the trailer like that. Good try. It's going to just add gas to nothing, his brain being confused about what he's supposed to be thinking about. Try line, move forward. I'm just going to scooch these cones up. And I don't want to be adding gas onto confusion. It's just going to increase that flame. Now, we're going to lead. We're going to lift. 1, 2, 3, I was prepared for. He goes, how was that try? You can shoot. I said, great. I'm going to leave him alone because he made more effort to get up in there. This allows him time to think about his process. question on how was that. Okay, good. See how he's starting to get the idea, his head out there? By playing this way, you're going to teach your horse to play approach and retreat all on their own. There was a bigger try. That way they start to learn to build their own confidence. So we're going to get the nose. Yes. Your confidence. Good boy. So see there, his mind retreated only to reapproach. That was all on him. I didn't clock or lift my stick. That was the beginnings of his curiosity starting to draw him further into the trailer. We had a more settled back out to the confidence line. Now we got to drive the nose to keep the mind thinking in the trailer. I can't spank the butt till the nose goes in there. 2, 3. Good boy. This horse hasn't been in a trailer since September when he came back from Colorado here to Virginia. It's now July. We've been saving this so we could film this for you and you could see this process, because his foundation training helps him understand pressure. He knows how to play approach and retreat. Therefore, we just had to give him this little bit of time to allow him to have his curiosity draw him up in the trailer. So this is just an idea for you to see that we have fear lines, try lines, a spank encouragement line, and a confidence line, and how important it is to play with our horses and respect these lines and not keep asking a trying horse to try. So when it comes down to it, this wasn't about the trailer. This was about his confidence and encouraging him in a way so this new spank line was up here from the last time when his little buns were hanging out. Now we're in a position where I see you're nervous. I'm going to have to drive your nose so that it thinks in the trailer. Now, see, he drew himself up in there once his mind went in the trailer. We respect that we're sending them each time out the confidence line. Reapproach. Lead, lift, drive the nose. 1, 2, 3. This is going to be a great spot to quit for him because he's made big efforts. We'll just keep playing with these lines till every time we come to the trailer, his try line is all the way up in there and we can put that butt bar up. Go out, play with some obstacles, respect those lines, enjoy your horses. This has been another one of Jake's Savvy Moments.